This is a sign to get out and start working on your bikes right now, especially if you're coming to our race, Scootin' Skill No Bar Nights. It's in 2 weeks. If you're watching this video, we're less than 2 weeks out. We got parts coming in. It always seems about this time of year, we got a bunch of parts coming in. So hopefully you guys are getting your bikes ready. Because right now, we got Beetlejuice right here. The stock arm bike will be running in the stock arm class at our race. It's still on the full slicks. All we gotta do is change the slicks out, change the gear, and this bike should be ready to go. In today's video, we're opening up the new parts for the new build on our new frame that's coming down from Missouri that Scott just did. He added a few parts to it. We're receiving the frame tomorrow. So if you're watching this video, we already have the frame. We're trying to post this video on Monday, so if you're seeing it, we'll have the frame today. Beetlejuice ready. We're doing a sprocket change and changing the rear tires. Our first package, you can see it's a big package from Rogue Sand Tires, y'all. Let's check out what's in it and see what we're working with for this race. Ready? So y'all, Jacket J's got a new frame coming in. So whatever's in this box, he's gonna be rocking on his new build. So let's check it out.
Oh. Dude, they're freaking wide, huh?
Damn. Thought they looked like Hoosiers. What they actually do.
This is like nothing of what I was expecting.
Really?
No, not at all.
I think one's a 10-inch diameter and one's an 8-inch diameter rim.
These do seem a little wider. Alright, yeah. Cool, yeah, look at the wheel. Rogue Sand Tires is gonna be sponsoring the winners of 421, single, twin, stock mod, and Duna class, y'all. We'll be giving all the winners a free set of paddles. So if you win, hit up Rogue Sand Tires, and they'll give you a free set. We got a direct drive wheel coming in. Direct drive is another one of the sponsors for this race, and that's the only wheels we run. We love direct drive wheels. So we wanted to pop these out of the box and get a look at them while other parts are coming in. So first big package coming in was from Rogue Sand Tires, y'all. And looks like that's what we'll be trying out at Zona. So,
I'm pretty excited.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. We might be ordering another wheel from Direct Drive.
I'll order some.
To run those bigger ones. We already got wheels for the smaller one. I want to try the smaller ones on Beetle. Old Beetle Bug right there. I think the smaller wheel works better, but what do I know?
I say we order 10-inch wheels. Literally just make a pass and say, take it off, don't change anything, and make another pass.
10.6 pounds. So with the wheel in it, it'll be
Like
less than 12 pounds.
Yeah, probably a little less than 12.
12.6.
That one's heavy.
Yeah, this is the big one. How many pounds are these? Both 14, right?
They're both 14.
Old Beetle Bug gonna be doing wheelies, huh?
Oh yeah, son.
If we get those, we're pulling up with those on that bike. All right, should we show the guys what else came in? What we're gonna start out with first? Y'all wanna open up? You wanna do race tech? Open up all the race tech stuff first. Get the light stuff out the way.
Yeah.
Get the lightweight. All right, grab this one on, Jordan. Telling y'all, we got packages on packages. It always seems like this time of year we're spending a ton of money on the Zona race. So we run these handlebars on Beetlejuice, and we really like them. So we asked Scott to build us a steering sim that would work with these handlebars at carbon fiber from Race Tech. When I say these things are featherweight, I'm talking about featherweight. Like,
and they're durable.
Yeah.
we put them. He put them to the test in Oklahoma.
Yeah, he did the foot test.
So you know Race Tech always has the top quality parts. First piece off, the anodized 15-tooth front sprocket, which that's about the gear that we usually run in the sand. Got some more anodized bolts, nuts. Oh my God.
We got the head stud
right here.
coming in too.
Yeah, these are them right here. Tell you, they're gonna look so good on an all black motor. These are the head studs for the 421, and the motor is all black. It's gonna match it. These are the head nuts for the 421 on an all black motor to trick it out. Everything we pretty much get from Race Tech, we anodize it, because why not? It's free anodizing from Race Tech.
You got another sprocket nut?
Yeah, I got one for Beetle. So yeah, what we're thinking about doing, we'll run these on the 421. Pretty much all this is going on the 421, which is the new chassis we're getting. So it's got some anodized bolts. Final piece is we're running a plus 14 all titanium swing arm on the new build. Lighten it up in the back. It's got the torque arm to keep the swing arm from flexing. This can pop off. if you shorten this up a little bit, if you take the pressure off of it, and pop that off. This piece screws off. To make it this color, we'll show a little video. We torched the welds, and it came out. It was seriously, it looked really good. It was a little brighter than what it is now. It was like a yellowish, goldish, and then I put a clear powder coat over it just to try to make it glossier. Ended up dulling the welds where they look more purple.
It's not saturated.
No, but the swing arm looks wet. But you don't have to powder coat titanium because it doesn't rust. It doesn't. But we just did. We just put a clear coat on it pretty much. But you don't have to. It does look good in person. Got the all titanium swing arm bolt to go with it. Like I said, all these pieces just screw into each other. So that worked out really good. Then we went out and got a discounted brand new drag axle, $650 on the JJ&A garage sale. They said, I guess they do a garage sale if you have anything wrong with the axle. Well, I don't see anything wrong with it. Seriously. This is a 26-inch gun drilled through the center to make it lighter. Pretty much straight for drag racing.
No more beating off tires on the street. Yeah. You gotta post a little clip in there. Post it.
I'm gonna put the clip in there.
It's pretty light. It's still got a little bit of weight to it, but a lot lighter than a regular steel stock axle. Which I don't even think I showed you guys this thing too. But we got to go with it from Barebones Performance. This whole box is from Barebones, but while we're talking about the drag axle, Colby Robinson at Barebones Performance sent us these to go with this axle. You know what these are? See how light these things are, dude. That weighs nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, some type of 3D printed type of deal where they act. That's the spacer right there. So you just take out that spacer. You can add this. So losing some of that rotational weight. What else we got in here? Oh yeah.
What the hell is that?
I'll show you. So we'll get to these two pieces in a second because they have to deal with the motor. Get these over here. Got some dang 3 side covers for all of our motors. These are stator covers for the motor, and he actually makes these for all the drag guys to mount up that motor strut piece right here on the side. So and he can drill them out in the middle if you have a starter nut for the stator. So I'm telling you, Colby, he really sells some really nice pieces.
Custom too.
Yeah, all his pieces that we've got from him have been nice. It's been really, really nice. So we'll get into some motor pieces here now. You see the name, Redline Racing. So if you're trying to get some parts quick and some high quality parts, I mean, you know how we are. We like fast shipping, especially if you're waiting for parts for a race. I'm telling y'all, Redline got us these gears for our motor. Threw this in the box with it because we needed that. And he also sent us some more gaskets, but I'm telling y'all, we had these pretty quick. We got some brand new Go Fast gears right there. We got the brand new straight cuts.
What is it?
We got the primary gear, the small gear that connects to the crank, and then we have the gear that goes behind the clutch basket. Running these straight cuts, it just helps you not rob them of power. On a stock clutch basket, they're curved, the teeth are curved, so it kind of pulls on your crank more and robs you of power. On this clutch gear, we got 70 teeth, and on this primary gear, we got 24. So you do 70 divided by 24, that gives you 291 gear ratio. That we're running on the 421 because we're going to scoot boot in the sand. I don't know. We had 268 on it before, guys, and the motor would not leave in second gear in the dirt or on the sand. We were just leaving it first and just revving it out and then trying to shift into second, third, too quick. So hopefully we'll be able to leave in second, keep it revved up, go ahead and get on out. I'm telling you, this is some good looking race parts right here. We got some carbon fiber coming out. Some more parts from JM coming. Just some random gas line, but. So John, Sand Tours Unlimited, another guy who's really got some fast shipping, and he's no stranger to the drag racing world. He's got a ton of parts. We ordered an extra 39 tooth sprocket and a 41 tooth sprocket for the sand. That's about the range. We run from about a 38 up to a 44 in the sand. So just depending on what we're doing, we have a ton of sprockets. And these are just some extra ones that we got. And he sent us some extra chain links for the Regina chains. So we'll put up a picture right now of our gas tank. It's gonna be mounted in the front of our bike. So we have to draw the fuel from the front of the bike going to the middle of the bike to our carburetors. So we're running a fuel pump on this build. It don't have a battery or anything that goes with it. It siphons itself by running a line into the intakes, and as the piston goes up and down, that's what pulls the fuel from the gas tank to the middle of the bike. That's gonna be something new to us. We haven't ran a fuel pump before, so that's gonna be something that we're gonna be hooking up in the next video when we get the frame. We got some 44 millimeter electrons that run on the 421, and to run a fuel pump, you have to be able to, you have to change out, these are called seat valves. So they come with O-rings, and like I said, guys, we haven't done this before. So we asked Electron, what do we need? They sent us these. We're running one fuel pump, 2 lines, and I believe we just have to change these out in the carburetors to run them. But that'll all be in the build video, which will be our next video when we get the frame. But for now, I just hope these work. My Banshee to-go box that I just made. Come check it out. This bag right here, guys, you see me pull out this bag, we're going freaking tune. This thing has got everything we need for the tires, the carburetors, and the clutch tuning. All right, first bag, we got the Electron, just a whole bunch of extra stuff. Got the Motion Pro tire gauge in here. I'm telling you, this is literally the tune them all bag. Extra spark plugs. Some guys ask, what do you use the tune Electrons with? We'll do a video on it, but you pretty much get your set of calipers, and all you're doing is changing your meter and rod as far as when you're messing with your needle and electrons. Get your set of calipers, measure your needles, make your adjustments as you need them. And here, right here, dude. Got the HOD racing kit. Stiff springs, stock springs.
You got the Tyson springs in there? Or are they in the clutch?
All of them are in the bike. Tyson sells a little bit, if you want a little bit softer springs than stock, Tyson Racing sells them. We can put his phone number on the screen. You can get with him. We also have an extra clutch kit from Tyson. So we always carry at least one clutch kit when we go to races, in case Jockey J burns the clutch out. This box is like straight for tuning. Weights, 11 grams, 5 grams. And if we get mixed up, got a damn gram scale. I'm telling you, we ain't coming to play around the sand, dude. We're gonna have that clutch tune on point. Get on down and boogie on out. Well, it seems like every race you buy something from Direct Drive, right? You chassis coming in? That means new wheels are coming in? What's it called? Super Drag? Super lightweight. Direct Drive 10x8 wheels that will be running on those new sand tires. And I believe we have a second pair of Direct Drives coming in too. We'll be running a second set of tires just to try out. So Jockey J's gonna have to tell us what tire and what wheel combo he likes better. We will be powder coating these. They won't stay chrome. I don't think I showed y'all this yet either. These are the first real pieces of the build that we're able to powder coat because we already have them in the shop before the other parts came in. Check these out. Check them things out. So, already had the foot pegs. So we did them gloss black with a little bit of sparkle. So you guys will get a sneak peek on the color that we're doing. You already know this is gonna be one of the colors. Check out them front wheels though. So the back wheels will be the same thing. It had a sparkle in it. Both of them. We just knocked these parts out that way. That was less parts to do. We still have a few more parts to do on the bike that are gonna be black, like these wheels. Like these wheels. The drag radiator, but this is pretty lightweight. This is about a quarter of the size of a stock radiator right here. So this radiator right here is from EHS. And our new billet thumb throttle that we're gonna be putting some powder to also is from Nate, and we'll put his information on the screen so you can get with him. H&N Racing. So that'd be the throttle we're running and the handlebars that we're running.
You're not even gonna want to ride this bike. Showroom, how do you say it? Showroom floor ready?
Yeah. It'll be straight out the oven, straight in the sand pits. Right now, by the time you watch this video, a week and a half, it's race day. Gotta build this whole bike. Want to give you guys an update on the parts that we have in. So you'll see these are all the brand new parts that we got for the bike. The rest of the parts are on a FedEx truck heading down here on a pallet. Next weekend is Good Friday. So hopefully you guys that are coming to the race had that Friday off. maybe. Be able to work on the bikes for that weekend, that Saturday and the Easter Sunday. Next weekend after that will be the race day.
So
Big old competitive 421 class.
When do you plan on being at race week? Cause you gonna eat
I
crawfish?
told him I'm
You gonna eat
starving
crawfish
myself.
on Saturday?
I know. They keep the fixings.
Gonna
Going
be-
on a week-long fast.
Not really sure about what the unlimited class is going to bring, but I know the 421 class is going to be big, competitive on Saturday, mid-late day on Saturday. So this bike will run in. Y'all see we got the go fast parts over here for that 421. An old motor right here. See how these are going to look. What y'all think about that right there? Changing out all these head studs, dude. Freaking Race Tech, man. They're killing it with these anodized bolts. If y'all looking to get some stuff, y'all, use code Scootin Skittle and you'll get 10% off your Race Tech order. I mean, you can't beat it. I'm telling y'all, these are these acorn nuts are heavy. These are light and they look way better.
You be wearing out that.
Yes, I know, you see them. I really hope y'all are excited as we are. We got the 421 pipes right here. Jackie J done dropped, he done got 3 more gas cans. We got 2 drums that this year we did 2 empty drums. We did that much racing this year. So we're going to buy another drum before Zona. 110 gallons of gas. We bought the first drum right before last year's race. With this motor and with Beetlejuice's motor, we burned 110 gallons in a year. And we still haven't broken the motor down to see what they look like.
Well, no, that's not true. We blew a hole in the piston.
We did. We blew the 40. We blew the 45 of them. Got it. Just the top end kind of redone. But we didn't change the pistons out. The pistons were still good. No, we did blow a hole in the piston. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So the 45 has a little bit updated piston and cylinders and rings since then. But this motor has a lot of runtime on it, and we finally got it right. Come on. We're trying to get this thing in the winner's circle for the first time. What better way to do it than at our race? We'll be taking the whole clutch side out of the 421, replacing it with the straight clutch, adding the nice titanium bolts to it. We're just waiting to get the frame back. So, and we'll be adding all these pieces on. Thank y'all for watching. We will have some shirts out there at the event. And if y'all didn't grab some event shirts, we did buy a little extra so y'all can have them out there. So
I thought you said you didn't go.
Yeah. We already know y'all like to buy the shirts in person. The race shirts at this event, y'all, going straight towards the pot, the Louisiana. Saturday night racing. It's going down. Scooter Scale No Bar Nights. It's going down. Telling you, that 421 class is gonna be fire. What the hell you did?
You wanna see it?
Hey, what you think about these? Those things are fire.
Thought about going with some titanium. Did they make them the stud bolts?
Yeah, they make them stud
Dude,
bolts.
this motor was just in the bike. What happened?
Yeah, we're gonna get you a lean as mean shirt. He got halfway down the track. Oh, you heard brr. I said, yep. There goes one cylinder.
Hey, he said, you dropped the cylinder. He said, go pull the plugs. I'm like, unloaded it
I don't
up.
want to.
Oh God. Oh goddamn. You think it runs better when it's like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
You nicked it?
Yeah, like the piston caught that. It caught that port right there.
What's up?
Lean is mean, sir.